welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today I'm with some kindergarten friends. Would you like to say hello? Hello. And we're going to be making penguins today because it's kind of starting to get a little cold here in Florida. I think it was only about 68 degrees this morning. That's not very cold, I guess, compared to up north. But for us, it's a little chilly. So here we go. We wished it was a little bit chillier, though, didn't we? So to bring wishful thinking to our class, we're going to be making some penguins from the Arctic. So let's get started. If you take your hand, put it in the middle of your paper. Now, I'm holding my, I guess you could hold your paper any way you want to. I have mine horizontal, so the horizontal line is the longest line. But I'm going to go ahead, put my hand in the middle of my page, and then I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to mark above my hand. And then I'm going to move my hand away and I'm going to curve it down and curve around and down on the other side. It kind of looks like the curve of the letter N, doesn't it? And from here, and this is going to be a cartoon penguin. From here, I'm going to make two ovals. 1, 2. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. As you can see, mine aren't exactly the same. And those are going to be for his eyeballs. And you can make him as funny as you want to. Let's put in some pupils. 1. If you want to make them cross-eyed, you can make the pupils looking toward each other. See that? They're closer. They're closer to the inside. Or you can make them looking in one direction. He can be looking up. It depends on where you put your pupils. I'm going to color mine in a little bit here. And when we're using Sharpies, we only color in with little things. We don't color big things in with Sharpies. And then I'm going to make a horizontal line directly below the eyes, and then I'm going to drop down. I'm going to find my center, drop down, and put a dot. That's going to tell me where the beak is going to end, and then I'm going to connect the dots together, corner to corner, and then the same on the other side, corner to corner. My kids are doing this with me. So if you want to follow along at home, I'm going slow enough so that you can. And if you want to make him a cutesy penguin, you can put in a giant circles for cheeks. I like adding extra things like this. It gives us more color and more things to color in instead of having his face all dark. I'm going to go to one side now. My little penguin's going to be all wrapped up and warm. So I'm going to put a scarf on him. I'm going to go to one side with a big circle right here. Now I'm not going to put a circle on the other side. So a circle on one side. Then I'm going to connect the circle top directly to the other side. This is going to form the back of my scarf, or the top of my scarf rather. I'm going to do a curved line down. And I'm going to draw a horizontal line to connect that. Now we can have it a windy blowing day. So my scarf is going to blow up. One of the ties will blow up. So I'm coming off of the circle. Curve it up. Diagonal line down. And I'm bringing it right back to the center of the scarf. The original circle. And the wind just blew it straight up. And I'm going to add some fringes on the scarf. Just lines that are flicked out from the center, from this diagonal line. Just lines flicked out. Those are the fringes on the end of a scarf. When a scarf is woven on a weaving machine, it has the ends where it's tied in knots. You can even put the knots if you want. And then it leaves these little tassels or fringes from the weaving. And some people who crochet or knit scarves put this decorative on the end of it as well. Now we're going to do the same, but instead of blowing up, it's going to go down and over and back up. Whoop! Just to give a fun shape to it. And you can add your little tassels and weaving string to the end. Put some knots on the end. After we're done the picture, you can decorate your scarf any way you want to by putting in patterns and designs, but I'm going to skip that right now. Let's do the bottom of our, come down and around and back up like a gigantic letter U. And look, I've gone almost to the bottom of my page. Go down slow, around, and you can even come back down this way and around to meet. If you want to do some little penguin toes, you can. I'm just going to do elongated ovals. Some long ovals here. Sometimes the toes are just hidden underneath his tummy. That's up to you if you want to do the toes. I've seen little penguin babies right in here too, because sometimes they sit on their little nests and they warm their little babies. Now let's get a little flipper. I'm going to come down, diagonally off the body, and back up to the body, back up to the body. And another little option is to put an oval or a U-shaped tummy down and around, another U shape. And this little area is white. Some penguins have a whiter tummy area. The Weddell penguin actually has a little bit of yellowy orange too on the top here and a little bit on its head. It's up to you how you want to color them. And if you want to put some earmuffs on your penguin or a hat, a winter hat, you can design your own. I'll show you how to make earmuffs. Just circle, half circles, like almost like a C curve, like we're making the letter C. And then you match it up on the other side, make the letter C. And then the earmuffs have a band that comes up and around. Now's the fun part. We can decorate our penguin. We can decorate the scarf. I'm going to do curves on, these are stripes. So I'm going to put some stripe patterns in. But that's up to you how you want to decorate your penguin. And of course you can do big snowflakes. You can put the land in. You might want to put some, I'll show you how to make an ice cap. Or a, come over horizontally, a curved line down and around. This would be like a hole in the ice. And then I'm going to come across again. And then I'm going to do vertical lines down just to show that this is some shadow here. And that's this is the ice right here. He's standing on the ice. And this is a big hole in the ice. And if you want to do some wavy water, you can. He just came out from swimming and getting his fish. And if you want to put some ice, you can make it a whole landscape if you want to. I'm going to put just some snowy mountains and snowy hills up at the top here. And a little bit of snow at the bottom, a snowy mountain he's sitting on. And of course you can add your little friends. Just make more penguins all around the background, because penguins oftentimes live with lots of other penguins. They live in big groups. And there is our little fun winter penguin picture. And I'm going to show you some examples of what my kindergarten kids did today. So I'm going to pull some pictures. Let's see some penguins. Let me pull some penguins. And these kids are, how old are we today? Hey, so listen. Some are 5. Okay. Most kids aren't done yet, and especially because we haven't even finished coloring them in. But let's look and see what we did today. Wow. I love the hat on that one. Good job. Look at these patterns. My little kindergarten friends, you did a wonderful job today. adding our own patterns. We like to make it our own art. So create your own pictures by adding your own patterns and designs. We start off with help from the teacher, and then we add it to make our own picture. So that's what you should be doing too at home. You never want to copy just one person's. And I'd like you to leave comments for me if you like my video, subscribe, and if you and also hit the like button, but let me know in the comments on how you did. Did you make a really cool penguin? Where did you put your penguin? Let us know in the comments. We'd really love to hear from you.